It was September the 15th, 1963. I was 6 years old. We lived 4 blocks from the church, and we was actually cleaning up after breakfast. I remember that part. And we felt the... Now, we were used to a lot of activity because this was a high activity area with demonstrations, Martin Luther King, Abernathy, Shuttleworth, whoever. But we come outside, there was a big hole there in the side of the church. We get as close as we can. We find out that a bomb had ripped through it that killed 4 little girls, injured one by the name of Sarah. She survived though. They found her down in the basement of that church, bumping into walls. She had a concussion with her right eye hanging out. She lost her right eye, but as far as I know, she still lives to this day, and probably still here in Birmingham. I was 6, and I guess you don't know all the true dynamics of what death really truly mean at 6. I mean, you see it in the movies, you don't want to die and all that at 6. But we found living down there close to all this protesting, water, and dogs kind of exciting as kids. You know what I'm saying? But that was a sad moment. But that wasn't the end of it. We go home, settle back in, mourning the loss, of course, of the 4 little girls. 2 other boys got killed that same day in separate incidents. A boy by the name of Johnny Robinson and I think Virgil Ware. Johnny, the police shot him in the back. Said he was running away from a chaotic scene, supposed to have thrown a rock. Police shot him in the back. About the same age those girls, killed him. The other guy riding on his brother's handlebars, his brother pulling him. And his brother don't know he done got shot. You know, his brother, man, he's leaning, you know, making a bite. Man, straighten up, quit playing. He falls over and dies. The brother find out that he had been shot. White guy say he was pulling his pistol out, and it went off by mistake. So neither one of those, nothing happened to it. When I grew up, there was separate water fountains, classrooms, libraries, schools. You couldn't build a restaurant in the city under city section code 369. Says it should be unlawful to build a restaurant in the city where you serve blacks, and the way it was wrote here was Negroes in the same room, unless you put up a petition so many feet. Like black people was contaminated or something. And it's kind of ironic because I look back 200-300 years ago when slavery was going on, right? You had back then what they called house niggas, field niggas. I mean, this is what they was called. I mean, there was black people that worked the field. There was black people that worked the houses. There was nannies. So all those that worked in the house usually had a nice little old place to stay if they was a slave, because they cleaned the house, they got better food because they cooking it. Now, back then, blacks cooked. They took care of the white lady's baby as nannies. Sometimes they even breastfed. Now we can't drink out the same water. We can't eat in the same room when I'm the one that used to cook all of your food. And they just, how does this make sense? Something that me and my little crew did when we grew up 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, running around through here. White water fountain, white on it, colored on it. Come on, let's go. Ain't nobody looking. We drink out the white water fountain. Water. I mean, you know, the only difference was most of the stuff that was colored was inferior to the white for its design and makeup. The white fountain may stand up tall. You ain't really got to bend over. And if it's possible, it's probably plugged into something so it's nice and cool. The little black one was a little marble thing way down here. You got to turn a knob. Somebody done stuck some chewing gum and ain't no doubt. You gotta get stuck. kind of funny now, but back then, you know. And I remember one thing, my aunt used to love to catch the bus. And they had them big old buses there in front, one that was full of glass. And I always wanted to sit in the front, ain't nobody up there. But she dragging me to the back. Let's sit, come on back here. I didn't understand then. That was a racial line. You had blacks get in the back.
The state police have got this pretty well under control, so that only one or two of our members were against the keep our to the front. The others are carrying freedom runners right into a major rally in Birmingham itself.
As we got off the bus, we decided to proceed with our plans. As we entered the waiting room, the men who were lined around the wall came toward us. And they took me and forced me out the door and threw me into the crowd. And I was beaten by one big guy and several others. Then I was thrown forward and I was hit in the back of the head with something.
It's kind of crazy, but racism have to be taught and ingrained in a person. It just ain't automatic. You can get a child that haven't been touched with racism from India, Africa, South, Irish, whatever color. Put them all in a room together. They don't know nothing about no racism. They're gonna fight and play, and it had nothing to do with what color you is. You know what I'm saying? So racism has to be taught or learned, because it's crazy.